Sports, myself, Helium, and Launders returning. You can check out our Twitters in the bottom left. Feel free to live tweet during the cast. We always like to get those viewers interactive with us. It can be fun, especially if there are pauses later on down the road. But right now, we're going to fly into the pistol round. And already, Mousesports starting on that T side, as it was their pick. They're going to fly through the vents. They got that early mid-control. Didn't control for very long. They've moved on to that B split. World Edit and Markelov, though, finding frags here. Now World Edit with another one on that USP. Bondik's got 2 guns, and 2 guns are better than 1, so we'll see if he'll maybe make an impact on the round. World Edit still stuck in the back of Checker. Chris J and Gob B opening up this site and evening it right back up onto a 2 versus 2. But there are 3 guns for FlipSid, who also have the 3 in their name. I think this is very Illuminati.
Oh, there we go.
Mousesports making a very sick play to counter boost back into mid. It didn't send the bomb, though.
Yeah, they should have sent the bomb, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I thought was happening there as well.
Okay.
Chris J coming back to now send the bomb. Like, yo, it was clear. Your turn, God B. Now they are going to go back into B. He just wanted to make sure they weren't getting flanked. Maybe find a nice pick in middle. Markelov fighting, trying on one side of the box. Finally gets it there on the left. He takes down God B and the bomb. Time still 30 seconds. So already differing from Inferno a little bit as Bondik has the dueling dragons. I like it. I guess dueling is spelled wrong intentionally. It's kind of weird, but here we go. Bondik going into 1 versus 1. Chris J's already got 2 frags, and the duelies, of course, getting their recent buff. But I got to be honest, I think the USP is still a bit better on those pistol rounds.
Yeah, it's just more accurate, and you're looking for headshots. So Matt was just a couple of really nice peeks there from Chris J. Like even killing Markelov on site was super nice. So yeah, just really nice shots, nice recovery, great play in that 2v2 to like boost fence. And then just cancel it. Like, they could have sent the bomb up and then sent him to A, but then their checker guy would have to, like, exit out. So they figure, let's just make it a 1v1 either way. They're going to have fast rotate out, and they're most likely going to fast rotate out unless they take advantage of that and just come back to B and isolate our B player. And it made a lot of sense. It was really good. Nice play. Dennis
outside on the garage awning, already working up the highway. Double peeks it with his partner in crime will be Nico in this case, who is following him up. You see Next just waiting for an aggressive CT push, hoping someone comes out as Squeaky. Is played with the P250, will find one. Davkos with the Deagle, actually, from White Truck gets another.
You don't have to say White Truck because there's no other truck.
All right, I was actually just about to break that down. We'll wait for maybe Markelov will dazzle us with his Deagle, so we'll keep it on top. Big. No, we won't. He's not going to see anybody for a while. So I was always wondering, because I've been playing with some Swedish people recently, and they always call it truck, and when they're at forklift, I get super mad. But it makes sense.
They call it forklift truck?
Because forklift in Swedish is like some word, it's like a trafa truck or something like that, like a word that starts with a G and then just truck. So that's why they just shorten it to truck to make it 1 syllable, but that doesn't make any sense to an English speaker. So a lot of the Swedish people will also just call it yellow. Like yellow and white, or like yellow and then truck, or car, I guess. They say truck and car. I don't know. It's really confusing sometimes playing with different regions with different languages.
Fork would be a great word to learn in that situation.
I agree. Yeah. Keep it all 1 syllable. Fork, truck. But that is something that can add to confusion. Like, of course, if you're a team, though, you're going to make sure your calls are in sync. That'd be like the first thing to do, in my mind.
Mousesports have been... wanted to start off fast, and even looking back at that pistol round, they went in towards a 3-stack at B, so came away from a sticky situation by playing quickly. And so FlipSid kind of ready for what Mousesports have to offer, but Mousesports, still have that talent to make the most of situations like that. And this time around are kind of splitting up, but are all in great positions. Like even throughout that round, even though it looked like the picks were happening across the map, everyone was kind of in a position to trade. So that was pretty solid.
Oh, it's Gefell truck. People in the chat have corrected me.
Gefelka truck.
Gefelta fish?
Fish?
Swedish fish?
Hey, Swedish fish.
They're good, man. I like those. So Mousesports already on the T side with that quick 3-0. Of course, the pistol round was definitely a nail biter.
Chris J, like boost me or what?
Boost J?
Oh, truck boost J.
Oh, they're waiting for. Are they? They might actually spot World Edit. Is he peeking wide enough at the hedge box? He's getting.
They are not actually boosting it. He's just waiting for
pushes.
Yeah.
See if there's a counter booster, spot the feed in A main. Though Gob B pushing out of the smoke here in the middle. Does find World Edit. The vents are broken. Davkos able to respond, but unable to get the frag. Gob B finding 2 entries. Dennis now with the 3rd of the round. And already, I mean, the first rifle is falling apart completely here for FlipSid Tactics. Dennis types SQ, and I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, I'd like to figure that out.
Sup. Quack. I have no idea. Super quack.
I was thinking of way bigger words. It's like sup. I'm like quintessential.
Sup, not even a word.
Supplementary. Yeah, but that's a 5-man round for Mousesports. That's huge. Economically in good standing. FlipSid, not one away from a save, and so we'll not even spend much money here. We'll go into next round much farther behind if they don't get any kills. As I say that. Wait, oh, someone's on the fast flank here. That's World Edit. Oh, and the bomb. And an op. 3v3.
Uh-oh, you're giving World Edit an op. Oh, luckily Nico is there to save the day, as from what we saw, it can get dangerous when FlipSid has pistols. And World Edit's able to pick up an op. Bondic, working on it, fighting that aim punch, and Nico's there with the deagle to finish him off. 5 in a row now for Mousesports on the T side here of Cash. Fantastic start for them.
Yeah, look at this, 10k apiece on, it was 4 people actually at 10k apiece at 5-0. Best start you could have pretty much asked for. Oof, might get ugly real quick.
It might. I mean, after that first game, though, it was so close. It was back and forth. Felt like FlipSid were going to take it. The Mousesports fought their way back into it, and next closed it out with a ridiculous 1v4 over on Inferno. I wouldn't be super surprised if FlipSid are able to start fighting back, but a couple more rounds away of Mousesports, and yeah, it's an ugly territory pretty quick. See what Davkos can do. There's a nice pop flash. Dennis was trying to work on pushing through. Davkos gets him in the back. Meanwhile, I mean, they were blind, right? Communication probably drops. Next, and Dennis actually just split up completely. And Chris J elsewhere has been brought down to 3 HP, but Nico finds a frag onto Bondic. And we already evened up 4 on 4, but a lot of damage. Yeah, there's Blade picking up the World Edit's kill there for him, as he had left Nico on like 2 HP. Chris J will fall to Markelov. Another World Edit kill coming in, so he's assisted on 2 for the round. And now Markelov from that Z connector.
Go TV lag?
Yeah, go TV lag. It's over? 16-5, HLTV confirmed. As next, I mean, this is like the identical position that we saw him on Inferno to close it out. He's got those 2 frags already. He's left with the 1 versus 2. Looks like he was thinking about smoking something. He's kind of posted up on the reverse side of the white box there. And now he's will peek over this bull. Blade sees it, doesn't even have to react, doesn't even flinch. Throws that pop flash in, forces Next to turn, but Next is pushing him. And when it comes to the 1v1, Blade will win it.
Important one for sure. That would have been a pretty winnable 1v1, and just the money first of all would have been an issue. Dav would have probably picked up a rifle to pick up that 1v1 and maybe not be able to get that off back, so there's a lot of variables there that they'd have to account for, and here they'll have a full buy instead. World Edit's obviously going to pick up that op, and yeah, everyone's got guns. Now, FlipSid do really need to win this round, however. They did keep 2 alive, but even those people have spent their money dropping, so now, even though Mousesports lost the round, economy's kind of cut in half. Still in very good standing and have a huge lead. Yeah,
but an important round for sure. This is FlipSid. Okay, yeah, not quite yet. They'll have to work for 1 more round after this to get a 2-for-1 scenario, but that would be the comeback being pretty real if that weren't to be the case. Here comes the smoke down. That, hey, is that a terrorist throwing that smoke launders? Because it makes it easier to grab control of checkers.
Is that a terrorist or is that Fox?
I think, or is Fox on the other team? I hope they qualify so we can just ask Fox at LAN. Fox, we have a question for you.
When you throw that checker control smoke,
what is going through your mind? Already, Davkos and World Edit out of this round. I don't know if Dennis was spotted or not. It was kind of hard to tell with X-ray. Oh, he's definitely spotted. Markelov will take him down. Easiest game of whack-a-mole in Markelov's life, but then next will strike back. Chris Shea, the op shot onto Blade, and Bondic. Bondic, though, I mean, to go way back to when Davkos first joined this roster, when we were casting a ton of FlipSid back in the pro placement tournament for this season, and just early on in the season, Bondic was holding on to A like an absolute madman. But obviously, so far today on Cash, we haven't seen it. He's got 0 kills. If he didn't have that assist, he would be very close to 007 territory. And he is James Bondic after all.
That's right. That's right. Oh.
Aw. 11, 117, is that a thing? No, I don't think so. Oh, now he's got a second frag. We'll go down, making the terrorists work a little harder for it, but of course they win the round with the bomb plant. They're set. They're pretty much bathing in money. They are Gabe Newell.
Yep. Game Newell. Who has money here? No one on FlipSide has anything, and it's just been a series of saves after buys. One rifle round win, not going to be nearly good enough. The FlipSide really have to figure out how to shut down the early aggression because Mousesports are taking things relatively quick.
Oh, Turbo Cow's funny. I don't want to read this. Oh, I can't copy paste. Just go read the chat, Launders MLG chat.
Pro version.
Yeah. I can't really like corroborate that, which is why I don't want to read it out loud. But that was pretty funny. 5 versus 4 right now on FlipSide's round with no money and just a couple deagles. Although, let's take it back to the first map. Remember that terrorist round early on when FlipSide just went in like completely naked with deagles? That was awesome. Dude, the Aquamarine Revenge is pretty cool.
I've unboxed 2 of them.
Really? Can I have one?
I gave one away, and then I gambled another one away.
Oh no. I kind of want a frontside Misty or whatever the hell it's called.
The new one?
Yeah. It's like a snowboard. It's a snowboard trick, dude. Frontside Misty. Like, let's go.
Oh.
Makes me want to play 1080 or like SSX Tricky or something. 1080.
Yo, SSX Tricky was the most fun.
Yeah, that game was amazing. That was a true esport. I think it was before its time.
People probably still speedrun that game.
I bet they do, don't they? Should look out for that.
Speedruns are the best. Love
Oh
watching
wow,
them.
they got forced into a double eco, Launders.
Yeah, wow. I mean, that's actually what to be expected.
Yeah, and they even went for deagles in the last one too, so pretty expensive. This is your.
Whoa. Was this like a triple eco? Like, did they not? Oh, they bought right after they lost.
No, I mean they went in for deagles.
Yeah, but then they saved. But then they lost another round. This should be the buy round if it was a double eco. So they bought one of those rounds. I guess they forced up on after the
Yeah, my.
Yeah, you would force
No,
up.
no.
because
They
it's gonna
lost
be a
round
double eco.
8, and this is already round 9. It's not there yet. So they had guns.
Oh,
on round
you're right.
7,
You're
and
right. I'm
lost,
sorry.
They lost 2.
Okay.
Yeah, get out of here with your mind games. Trying to throw me off the scent.
A lapse of judgment game.
What actually happened? Yeah. So there. Now it all makes sense if we look at the scoreboard. They lost a rifle round in round 7, and they had the eco on round 8 with deagles, and then had pretty much USPs and a flash for round 9. And so far, Bondic, I mean, he's got 2 kills, but we actually saw both of those 2 kills. We know that, I mean, I don't say this to be mean, like they were garbage kills. He just got them trying to survive and hold on to a gun, which maybe makes them worth something. But I mean, he's really got no kills when it comes to defending a site, and that's a problem when he's kind of anchoring your A site.
Yeah. To be fair, B has gotten a lot of attention.
True.
And we'll get some more here. Oh, and the entry will be had. Oh, I thought 3 people in B. No, there isn't actually. There's Markelov.
I mean, Markelov 3 people, it's like almost the same thing.
Yeah.
Not really.
He's usually really good at holding B, but
I thought he almost had that double spray down at Blue Tarp, or at least another kill.
The A1 would have ended that quickly.
Yeah, probably. So 4 on 2, Bondic and World Edit, just trying to hold on to make something of this. There it is again, Agent 007, I think his USP's Bondic, James Bondic. I like that he just takes that with stride, that's pretty cool.
Why not? It's a top meme.
It is, it actually is. It's a top shelf meme.
The red Pepe.
Where's World Edit on the scoreboard? He's been, I mean, 5 and 9, but you are kind of getting wrecked at this point, so that's not even that bad. But he was something else on Inferno. Some of the shots that World Edit was pulling off.
No, let's be clear. No
world.
one can hold a single thing on the map right now.
Yeah.
B is just, and the only reason B players have any more kills is just because B has been where Mousesports have been going to most of the time, but all in all, like, man, looking back, they really wish they got that pistol because they needed that. Coming into these rifle rounds, they're standing like no chance. Mouse want mid, they take it. Mouse want B, they take it. Mouse want A, it's theirs.
Immortality, take it, it's yours. Is that what's going on here? Got some Troy. Mousesports are all hyped up by Brad Pitt.
Oh, it's a half buy. Oh, Bonnie gonna in another dimension hit that shot.
Yeah, Chris J taking him down through the top of the boost. Smoke going down to try to keep some of those Mousesports players pinned in A main. Squeaky door is open, so World Edit. You can see him kind of concerned about that. Gonna hold that angle. And it is World Edit holding an angle, so you gotta give some respect. Molotov to clear a forklift, but unnecessary as Dennis will go down to the retreating Davcost, who had the CZ. And that'll be a gun in the hands of Davcost. He has armor, too.
FlipSid have done a good job of putting the op on the eco rounds in the spot where like the team is going to be executing fully. And there's World Edit getting a frag as well. Actually have the man advantage at this point.
Yeah, they're looking like they have a good chance
and
on this
main
round.
Split.
How often do we see a team get up 8-9 rounds and then suddenly just like, you can't hold on anymore, right? And to lose it against that eco, but like you said, with the op, World Edit seems to always be in the right place with it. And the tentacles come out for the first time.
Dennis could have potentially waited longer to go through B, but he heard 2 players run and then 1 continue running at least, and it can be hard to differentiate 1 from 2 in that situation. So decided to try to chase, and either way didn't cause caused a rotation, not towards B, but held the rotations at least. And when Mousesports took A, obviously World Edit got a very important kill, and they had a good flank at that point. So a well earned round, but yeah, it was a pistol round. So and also, I don't know if it matters, but you know, Mousesports did take it fairly slow that round and ended up losing.
Yeah, they did.
Also,
real quick, shout out to Ice Monkeys again for being a good sport with that 1v1 the other day. Still showing his face in chat. Although I guess he did kind of technically win, but that was a bit of a disaster in terms of setting up the 1v1. But next time we do it, we'll just have to force people to make CEVO accounts so we can use our 1v1 system. But Nico's already down, and who else but World Edit has taken them out of the round? He's like a parent, right? Like he'll take you. He brought you into this CS:GO game. He'll take you out of it as well. Type of thing. Maybe not. Maybe that doesn't work. And he will be taking out himself.
Turn this rotate around.
Next, he's got to the... Oh, no! Just spots Davcost as he was thinking about getting aggressive and pushing through. Dennis hits the opening shot onto Markelov, so B is opened up. No problem.
What's going on at B? That's the question.
I don't know. I think Mousesports are just channeling their inner Dwayne The Rock Johnson. And wait, is he the one that had opened a can of whoop-ass, or was that Stone Cold Steve Austin? I can't remember. I don't actually watch wrestling.
I don't know, but that rhymed.
It did.
And if it rhymes, it's right.
Exactly.
So yes.
Who said that?
One of them.
No,
I didn't watch WWF. I know,
neither did I, but I mean, those are 90s memes, right? Memes before memes.
Oh. Nope.
Chris J's like, why am I blind? Who's pop flashing the round at like negative 35 seconds, right?
Well, he's just still scoped though.
Yo, I like the Huntsman a lot. I'm just gonna say that. Pretty sick.
Good for you.
Thank you. Oh, you missed out yesterday.
I have the nicest knife.
Yeah, you actually really do. Who had the shadow daggers, and they started getting kills with them yesterday, and it was like super awesome. It was Dominate from Public Clear. Yeah, the shadow daggers. It was great.
You're just poking people?
I left a link on his profile telling him that I needed to take a screenshot of them and he should trade them to me real quick. But I don't think it's going to happen.
www.screenshot.exe.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at Nex.
Yeah,
how did he get so far up highway? The highways here are not being policed by FlipSid. But look at Bondig. How was that even a headshot? That was awesome.
That was crazy.
Through the boxes that are on the forklift. Looking like he might give him a chance in the round, but then a couple Mousesports players each answering with a frag of their own, and Gob B will be able to cross back. Next, not so lucky. I think they did plant for A main, He wasn't able to cross. He'll still be on the quad. Kind of. Did that fire really spread to the balcony?
It hit on the. Oh, it did one.
Yeah, it was like on the crate, on the ground, and then on the balcony as well.
Fire physics, please.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
I mean, yeah, he like threw it over. I feel like he lined it up, but it didn't actually land. I think just where he wanted to. It's supposed to just block off highway a little bit, but either way, like there is some element of strategy here, but I like this for Mousesports in that they keep it loose, they keep it at a decently fast tempo, and they know that they can get entries, so they focus on that. And it's been working. They just like are out aiming people in sights. They kind of have a good idea of where people are playing. They spend a certain amount of time clearing out things like checker and whatever it is with mollies. But
the pistols.
Once they get in, they're pretty much entry fraggers are getting first kills constantly on T side in this half.
The pistols are a bit of a problem.
Weakness, man.
Yeah, like they've lost so many rounds when FlipSid have just had pistols. Even that one when they just had USPs over on Inferno. But Nico finally goes down to Blade. Moving in with that Supernova.
I swear that's one of the worst plans because awkward. That's one of the worst plants because I think. Wait, no, actually, you're not actually exposed from truck side from that plant. If you plant
No,
really
you're
close.
not.
Okay.
You're more quickly exposed if they
it.
push and peek the corner, but from truck you're not exposed.
No, but from the corner you're exposed, right?
Yeah, I think.
And
somewhat.
that plant can be diffused safely, even if someone's in A main, without anyone even being spotted. Like for a proper A main plant, it has to be all the way at the outer perimeter of the bomb plant area.
Your retreat's faster though, because like if you do plant default and then you get stuck in default, then you're like not in a good place. So I mean, pros and cons. Pecans. Hey, is that a terrorist throwing that smoke again, Launders? To grab checker control?
Man, what are they thinking?
What are they doing?
Smoking themselves out of a sight?
Oh god, Defcon is so blind! 2 HP and he gets a dig!
Wow, he just ran through.
He avoided so much fire too. There was a fire coming out of the vents as well. Someone to turn the heat on to that checker room. Next gets Blade. Markelov is there on the trade with 15 HP. Oh, Dennis is quite low too. He's going to push this smoke. I think Markelov's attention is taken, but he flicks back so fast. And Markelov, I think 16x9 player confirmed. Because that was pretty far on the peripheral there.
I don't know, like, I don't know if Dav wanted to, they don't want to play checker because Mousesports are throwing a smoke B main to take that control, and then they're mauling out all the cheese spots that you can use there. And I guess this round is still about to play out in a very big way, but it's the last round and a half as well, so what?
The Molotov is like so desperation. I mean, it was really just a distraction, right? It puts up a little bit of smoke. Kind of, I don't know. I thought he would have been content just to sit behind forklifts, considering it was world edit at the truck with an op. Like, you don't want to repeat that. And Markelov will spot a barrel. He knows one's A main, planted for A main. Although now this plant is like really confusing because you can just sit in default and defuse from A main if that's what you're trying to go on about last time as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
that's not an A main plant.
Yeah, exactly. I thought it was a little further out when you were making your point, though. Like to actually.
No, he did the same. He did the same plant twice. Probably just default type of plant, but like maybe he just likes it better than default. I'm sure he's thought about it.
Yeah, I mean it is. It's still better, even though that's a default plant. I think it's still better to plant there if you have a main control, because like we talked about, the retreat
or
back
if
over is
no
faster.
one's at truck quite yet or something.
Yeah.
Because you're saying like if you get up to that wall, I don't remember perfectly, but if you get up to that wall, you can just have a line of sight on someone planting, right?
You should be able to. The only thing you might even be able to see them, but then like the C crate could block you and is not very spammable, so it could maybe be kind of awkward. But you should definitely be able to see them. It lines up pretty nicely.
Obviously, important round for FlipSid. Just had pretty much the worst half ever. They, even the rounds they got are so split up. Plenty eco rounds. One of the rounds they won was an eco, so just little to no faith at this point, honestly.
Bonduk had a really tough half. Only got 3 kills after the 2 we witnessed on A main when he was trying to save that one round. Granted, he was rotating over from A to B like most of his time, which is never like a fun existence. That can make your stats suffer just because the rest of your team can't hold on to a site. Can't really be expected to rotate in A's clutch every round.
It was 4 towards A.
Yeah, which is kind of the reverse of what we see these days. Generally, teams are super content with one at truck to spot, go for that middle and B presence, and then retake onto A, but instead they'll take the opposite approach. They will go for the stack. And Nex, all right, finds one. It's actually Gob who's doing a lot of this cleanup with his P2K. And now Davkost and Markelov left in a 2v2. Christian and Nico on that side, but Davkost with 2 headshots back-to-back. Bringing down Gob, and a bit later bringing down Nico. Can he do the 1v2 J? Walking with the knife out J, and the door is open. Markelov watching it. Gets headshotted, though. Chris J, 7 bullets left before he needs to reload. He taps the bomb. He's trying to pull Davkost over. Davkost thinking about having thrown that one flash, but he walks right into the crosshair of Chris J.
That is all psychology. Like, that's when it's poker in this, like, one of the few situations where it's just like the sight box gives you just as much time to, like, just enough time that you can actually run around it. And also, if you get someone to go to the wrong side, you can really play them out for a long time. And, yeah, Chris J hit his first bullet there. If you miss that, he goes back behind the box, and it's like a whole new game with a 10-second defuse.
It's another hand of poker.
Hey.
Hey, yo.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Crosshair placement, J. I just wanted to get that one in there.
DHJ. Wait, CP.
HSPJ. It's just 4 random letters. It's not, actually, but felt like it. So, Bondic already, I mean, they're desperation, right? They're pulling out the AK. They had Davkost. Makes sense. Davkost is just going to drop that AK over to Bondic, make that raid boss. Bondic is kind of the star rifler of this team now. So I'm completely okay with that. I actually really like to see that. But there's Chris J.
Yeah.
Playing for the win, J. Get off on my map. That's what they're saying.
Flash wrong.
So, an UMP, MP9, 2 A4s, and a FAMAS. I mean, FlipSid are in such a tough spot right now. And the pistol kind of like illusion advantage that they had on Inferno has all but disappeared on this map for the most part. So I'm not really giving them too high of a chance here. Dennis at the forklift, though. I mean, he does have a rifle in a close position. He actually finds the rifle first, though. Does get the spray down. Now transferring that out for an AK. Spots Markelov at the squeaky door. Oh, Davkost is super blind. Has no armor, but Markelov is good for the one with the Tech 9. He peeks out into traffic. And Nex is there for the $600 kill of the MP9. This has been a slaughter.
I think you've been blessed by the chat. You got a Helium J.
Aww. Thanks, guys.
Helmet J.
Means so much to me. I shook Chris J's hand thinking I'd be better at opping, but it didn't work.
Yeah? Well, maybe you shouldn't have watched him.
Yeah, that was part of the problem, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, that was foolish of me.
Yep, buy what you can round. Obviously, the last round.
Play to tie.
Play to tie, yeah.
And when you have 2 rounds, that is really not what you want to be doing. Oh, Davkost doing a bit of a...
Everyone just
a little
holding their position.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so trying to work into B. Trying to use that Mousesports magic, right? Just hit this B site hard and maybe it'll work out, but... Full buy-in for Mousesports already. Nex is up in the vents, hoping someone will walk through checker. He knows that mid is clear. We'll actually get nothing. Bondic takes him down. Davkost trying to enter, but Chris J is there in the headshot ledge, stopping them. Now Dennis coming through the vents as a backup. That leaves Markelov all alone, and it's 16-2 in favor of Mousesports. Pretty solid performance and a hard-fought Inferno for both of these teams, but you get over to Cash, and it was just pure domination coming out from Mousesports.
Yeah, I mean, that's when Mousesports really do look like Tier 1. And they took Inferno, which was not their choice. They didn't want to play Inferno, and I think FlipSid are very good at Inferno, so that's also really impressive from them that they were able to win it. So, more is there to say? Very solid performance from Mousesports overall.
Yeah, that it was. I mean, it kind of felt like this map was foreshadowed, right? When FlipSid go and pick Inferno, a map that they've had good results on, definitely looked like the favorites coming into it. Mousesports wasn't looking super hot yesterday against who they ended up playing? Centennium. No, they played Centennium Mortis today. That didn't even count. I think they played Property yesterday as well as Gamers 2. They weren't looking super together, but they found themselves on cash, and even Inferno prior to that. The pistol problem was a bit of a problem, though, as FlipSid were able to pull out a lot of full eco rounds and even some, four people ecoing. I mean, everyone ecoing, but World Edit having an op, and World Edit was a big part of Inferno. He was kind of playing out of his mind today, actually. Some of the shots he was hitting through, like, cracks and walls was really impressive. But that does it. That's all we got for EU.